Hello and welcome, this is Truesignal. Tonight we embark on a journey not to a distant land, but into a realm we all visit, yet seldom understand. It is a world crafted within the silent theatre of our minds, a place where the rules of reality are suspended. We are going to explore the profound mystery of dreaming. For as long as humanity has looked to the stars in wonder, we have also looked inwards, questioning the nightly tapestries woven from our own consciousness. Here in the quiet darkness, our minds come alive in ways we are only just beginning to comprehend. It is an internal wilderness as vast and unexplored as the deepest ocean or the furthest galaxy. The human brain, that most complex of all known structures, holds the key. Our journey begins in the very heart of the brain's machinery during a phase of sleep known as REM, rapid eye movement. It is called the activation synthesis theory. Proposed in the 1970s, it offers a compelling, almost mechanical explanation for the wild and often illogical nature of our dreams. During REM sleep, the lower parts of our brain, particularly the brainstem, become remarkably active. They fire off a cascade of random electrical signals, sending bursts of neural energy upwards into the more sophisticated regions of the forebrain. These signals are not structured, they are like a storm of static. The forebrain, the seat of our consciousness, strives to find patterns and create narratives from the sensory input it receives. Faced with random firing from below, it synthesizes and weaves these disparate signals into a story. Imagine a brainstem signal of falling combining with a memory of water. Suddenly you are plunging into a vast, open sea. We now move from the electrical to the informational. Each day we are deluged with a torrent of experiences, conversations, sights, and sounds. The memory consolidation theory proposes that dreaming plays a crucial role in this nightly process of mental housekeeping. Think of the waking mind as a busy librarian. When the library closes for the night, the real work begins. Cataloging, finding the right shelf, strengthening the connections between related topics. During sleep, the brain replays events of the day, particularly those emotionally significant or intellectually challenging, reactivating the same neural patterns used during learning. It's as if the brain is practicing in its sleep, reinforcing neural pathways for skills like piano or navigating a maze. Dreaming may also prune unnecessary information, letting trivial details fade and freeing cognitive resources for what truly matters. After a good night, difficult problems can seem clearer. The mind has rebuilt the architecture of knowledge while we slept. Every night we're not just resting, we are rebuilding the architecture of our knowledge. Our ancient ancestors lived in a world fraught with danger. From this crucible comes the threat simulation theory. It suggests dreams evolved as a primal defense mechanism, a virtual reality simulator for the mind, designed to rehearse responses to life-threatening situations. In the safety of sleep, the brain can create vivid simulations, being chased, falling, facing a violent aggressor. Nightmares in this context are not a malfunction, but a feature. The fear and panic activate real responses. A racing heart, quickened breath, making the rehearsal effective. When we wake, heart-pounding neural pathways have been reinforced. Our responses could be milliseconds faster, milliseconds that could mean life or death. Today's threats are different. A stressful meeting, public speaking, yet the brain still runs the ancient software. It's a nightly echo of a far more dangerous past. The simulation often ends before the trauma. We wake as the threat peaks and the brain calms. The rehearsal has done its work. Life is, well, an emotional odyssey. We navigate currents of joy, waves of sadness, storms of anger. The emotional regulation theory says dreams are overnight therapy, a safe space where the brain metabolizes emotional residue. REM sleep creates a unique neurochemical environment, emotion-related neurotransmitters active, while stress chemicals like noradrenaline are suppressed. We can re-experience events intensely without the normal physiological stress response, like watching a difficult day with the stress volume turned down. This nightly therapy unlinks emotions from the events that caused them. The memory remains, but its emotional charge is lessened. We wake with a cleaner emotional slate. For people with major trauma, the process can be overwhelmed, causing recurring nightmares where the emotional charge isn't dampened. Dreams are a nightly reset button for the heart. They let us wake better, prepared for the day ahead. Many of history's greatest breakthroughs have reportedly been inspired by dreams. This has led to the problem-solving theory. It posits that dreams are a powerful cognitive state where we can tackle problems that elude our waking logical minds. Waking thought is constrained by logic and convention. The dreaming brain is free. It thinks in metaphor, bizarre associations, and nonlinear narratives. This diffuse, associative thinking is a cognitive sandbox. Build, demolish, recombine ideas without fear of failure. Auguste Kekule claimed he discovered benzene's ring after dreaming of a snake, a striking example of metaphor solving an abstract puzzle. On a mundane level, dreams help rehearse conversations or approaches to projects. The nightly work may plant seeds that blossom later. We should pay attention to our dreams, not as prophecies, but as a source of creative inspiration. Watch a newborn sleeping, and you'll see a creature in the grip of a powerful process. Their tiny eyelids flutter, their limbs twitch. They spend a huge proportion of sleep in REM. The cognitive development theory suggests this intense dreaming is fundamental to building the mind. Dreaming stimulates developing sensory and motor cortices, forging crucial neural connections as the brain wires itself. As a child grows, dreams change, from simple snapshots to more complex, story-like dreams mirroring cognitive development. Dreaming is an active participant in maturation, a developmental tool refining our cognitive models of reality. It's a form of self-creation. The brain builds itself using internal stimulation to lay the foundations of consciousness. We now turn to perhaps the most famous and most controversial of all dream theories. This is the wish fulfillment theory. Freud proposed dreams are the royal road to the unconscious, coded messages from repressed desires and memories. These forces are pushed down by the conscious mind, yet in sleep they seek expression. But they cannot appear raw. The mind censors and disguises them. The dream we remember, the manifest content, is a disguised symbolic representation of latent meaning. A dream of flying might be a symbol of sexual desire or a wish for freedom. Freud invited us to read our dreams as a personal text. While neuroscience has challenged aspects of his theory, his cultural impact endures. He was the first to suggest that dreams have psychological meaning, waiting to be read. Our daily lives are a constant stream of information. Every conversation, every web page, every sign adds to a mountain of data. The information processing theory offers a pragmatic, computer-like model. Dreaming is part of the brain's system for sorting, sifting, and filing away the day's experiences. It's about making connections, updating mental models, and discarding irrelevant or outdated information. Less like a librarian and more like a computer running a nightly defragmentation, reorganizing files so the system runs efficiently. The strange combinations in dreams often include recent experiences. The brain reads recent mail and can tangle it with older memories. Imagine your brain as a mailroom. The night shift comes in to read addresses, put letters in slots, and throw away the junk. Dreams are the sound of this sorting, a nightly cleanup that prepares us to take in a fresh batch of information. Amidst grand theories, there exists a starkly simple alternative. The random noise theory, sometimes called the activation information mode model. It suggests dreams may have no function at all. They're simply a meaningless byproduct. The brain is constantly active. Neurons fire, housekeeping processes occur. Consciousness during REM may simply observe this activity, like listening to the hum of a refrigerator. From this view, the bizarre and chaotic nature of dreams is evidence of their meaninglessness, shapes we later impose stories upon. We can find meaning in dreams, but the random noise theory argues that meaning is imposed by the dreamer, not inherent. It is a humble idea. Some phenomena, even dreaming, might be a ghost in the machine, an accidental noise rather than an adaptive function. Our final theory takes us back to the grand sweep of life on Earth. Every common trait likely confers an advantage. The evolutionary adaptation theory looks at dreaming through this Darwinian lens. It doesn't propose one function. Dreaming is an umbrella: threat simulation, memory consolidation, emotional regulation, problem solving, a suite of benefits. These functions would have improved survival, learning, and social navigation, advantages that natural selection could preserve. Dreaming may have contributed to creativity and metaphor, the nightly what-if that underpins cognitive flexibility and innovation. This nightly journey is woven into what it means to be a successful, adaptable human, not single-purpose but richly multifaceted. We have journeyed through 10 different landscapes of thought, from electrical storms to the deep symbolic reservoirs of the unconscious. We have seen dreams as survival simulator, memory filer, creative sandbox, and perhaps as nothing at all. The truth is probably a rich tapestry woven from several threads. The brain is rarely so simple as to do only one thing at a time. Perhaps the most important takeaway is an invitation to look upon your own dreams with a renewed sense of curiosity. When you wake from a vivid dream, consider it a private message from your own mind. What problems might it be trying to solve? What emotions is it processing? What memories is it sorting? The answers are yours alone to discover. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the hidden world of dreams. May your sleep be peaceful and your inner world be rich with discovery.